Okay, what's up, people? What's going on? I hope everybody's having a good day. Okay, this is the Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And this is my fight prediction. That's right. Y'all welcome. Because it looks like these boxing channels are going to get you to lose all your money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to show y'all how good I really am. You know what I'm saying? That fight is not going to happen till next year. That fight is not going to happen till next year. Because you think about it. When Crawford fights right now, he's going to have to wait till 6 months to have another fight. So it might happen around December if it happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Remember, Canelo has to fight it one more time. I'm thinking he's trying to clear out the contract. And then after that, it's going to be a super mega fight. He's going to get paid a lot of money after that fight. If anybody understand. But I believe the money is with Crawford, not with David Benavidez. I'm sorry. Because in my boxing channel, I understand the outside as far as like promoting it and stuff like that. And I understand what generates money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Give it a sec for that to go by. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those propeller planes are loud, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, it's just loud as fuck. So, okay. So, all right. So, this is my fight prediction for Canelo and Terrence Crawford. Now, I suggest your stupid Canelo people, your stupid motherfuckers that don't know shit, shut the fuck up and just sit down and just listen. You're going to get it from the master of fight predictions. I'm the master of this shit. There's nobody good like me. Understand that? And this is going to be a one-time fight prediction. I'm not giving no more. Do you understand? Y'all better realize it. Don't come asking me about anything else. Just listen to the video carefully how I'm breaking this down. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in my phone. And we're going to measure Canelo and Terrence Crawford by size. Okay? We already know that they're 5'8". They both 5'8". So Canelo doesn't have no advantage in height. That's out the window. Okay? And Crawford doesn't have an advantage either. Okay, okay, we're gonna do Canelo first. We're gonna see his unboxing rec. I just want to see his arm reach. I want to see his how much is his reach and stuff like that. Okay, here you go. Boxing rec. Okay. All right. He has 65 bouts, 496 rounds. He has 63% KO ratio. He's 33 years old, so he's younger than Terrence Crawford. They got him. Look, listen. They got him at 5'7.5". See how they line? 5'7.5". Like, you know what I'm saying? He's 5'8", bro. Okay, he has 70 reach. And let me see. He's 5'8". Yeah, that sounds about right. 69. Most likely it's 69 reach because he's 5'8". Like, you know what I'm saying? I already know Terrence Crawford's stats, so we don't have to check Terrence Crawford. I already know everything about him. And I know everything about Canelo. I just want to make sure, because they misinform you on the rec for gambling. They give you different dimensions, so then you do the breakdown from that, and then that's how they bet from those lies. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, okay. All right. Now we're gonna put it out there. Okay. Now, Canelo is a come forward fighter. His jab is okay. It's not great. His jab is okay. He got pretty good defense. You know what I'm saying? He's not mobile. He's not a mobile fighter. He stays right there in front of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a pretty good body puncher. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he has decent power. Remember, he's 63%. Crawford is like 80-something% in power. He has like 20% more power than Canelo. You're going to have to understand that. It's up there. Remember, he stopped 12 fighters in a row. Canelo didn't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand that. And he did it with boxing skills. He didn't do it because you could hit him clean and no. He did it with boxing skills compared to Canelo. Like, you know what I'm saying? You seen the difference between Jamel, right? You see how he fought Jamel. Jamel didn't want to move around. It looked like Jamel looked like he got paid under the table for that fight. That's how bad that fight was. He looked like he got paid under the table. Because they get paid under the table to lose. That's why. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, Crawford is not Jamel. Remember that. Get it through your thick head. He's not Jamel. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put Jamel in front of Crawford, I take Crawford to knock him out. It's going to stop Jamel. Jamel can't compete with that type of boxing style. Like, you know, that they do not match. Why do you think Jamel avoided Crawford? Jamel avoided Crawford. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Crawford avoided him too because he got beat up by Canelo. So it's not going to promote the next fight. You got to understand that. Okay, now, when their career started, right? They Crawford started at 135 and Canelo started at 147. That's right. So if you're a new Canelo fan, ass liquor, I'm letting you know right now, he came from down there. He doesn't even belong in 168 right now. Doesn't belong there. He fights the wrong fighter, he's going to get destroyed. It's going to be bad. Even if he picks a tomato can in that weight class and he picks the wrong one, he could get stopped in that fight. That's how bad it is for Canelo at 168. He has to select the right way. He don't, he's going to get stopped. His power is not going to even do anything. They're just going to mull him over. That's all they're going to do. And at 75, you pick the wrong fighter, he's going to get stopped. He's going to get stopped there. You see Bivol, he went up there for Bivol, and Bivol was the lightest one out of all of them, and what Bivol did to him. And I took Canelo to win that fight, to tell you the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Bivol beat him. Like, you know, so that tells you a lot. Okay? So don't come in here making Canelo that he started at 168. He did not start at 168. He started at 147. Okay? I hope we're following each other on that part right there. So what he actually has? Extra weight. That's all he has on his frame is extra weight. That's all it is, to say the truth. Because he's not from that weight class. It's not from that weight class. Doesn't belong there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yet he's there. Now, my point here is all y'all people saying, oh, Crawford don't belong up there. Well, you need to be saying that you need to keep the same energy and say that Canelo don't belong there either. Okay? Let's just be for real. Just keep the same energy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't belong there either. Right? Soriano from the women's side boxing on her 7th weight class. She's on 7th weight class. A lot of people say she doesn't belong there. Well, guess what? She's there. 7 weight classes up. And she's about to move to 8th. If she wins that fight at 8th, she's going to be tied with Manny Pacquiao for 8 fights, for 8 weight classes in a row. But the difference between her and Manny Pacquiao, she's going to be undisputed, and Manny Pacquiao is not. Okay? For your Manny Pacquiao ass lickers, too. Y'all know who y'all are. I'm talking about the casuals, the tomato cans, the Karens. I'm talking about y'all. I'm not talking about people that are really true Manny followers. Okay? I'm talking about the ones that don't know nothing about boxing, that comes into my channel and being disrespectful. And then when one of my fighters take your fight and beat the shit out of him in the ring, I'm going to be the one laughing here, not you. I'm just saying, remember that. Okay? All right. Crawford has the better jab than Canelo. He has a better jab. But his jabs are only there when it's open. That's the difference between Canelo and Crawford. Canelo do it for reach. Crawford do it to actually hit you. He doesn't waste energy. He hits you when you open. With either hand. He could hit you with either hand. Right? Right? Everybody knows he's a switch hitter. Nobody can come and tell me that they don't know he's a switch hitter. A lot of people know that. Right? So when Canelo's going like this in the corner, well, guess what? Crawford's going to be like this. Right? And then he's going to go to this way, and Crawford's going to switch automatically. It's going to switch automatically. That's how he fights. When you go this way, he goes this way. He goes like this. When you go around like this, he switches. He switches on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what he does. A lot of people don't notice that because they're Karens and ass lickers and shit like that. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. Right? It's a switch hitter. He hits with both hands with the same power. Has the same power in both hands. He could fight inside. He could fight outside. He could jump around the ring. He could do all kinds of fucking shit. Like, Canelo knows what he has in front of him. Canelo's not stupid, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if Crawford get up there and they make that fight, he's going to have to run through Crawford to make it look like he doesn't belong there. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to run over Crawford. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has too much on the table for Canelo. He could hit him with any hand and hurt him at any time. It ain't like Canelo. He fucking uses that right hand and he uses that hook. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all he got. It's the hook that he throws like this, and the right hand. That's all he got. Crawford could hurt you anyway. Any way he catches you, he will hurt you. His power is real. Okay, so now you think about it. He was cracking at 140. Cracking. This is how it went with Terrence Crawford. He was barely knocking people out at 135. Barely knocking them out. It's mostly going to decisions. As you could see his record, you could check the record yourself. It was going to decisions. Went to 140. Started stopping people. Right? Towards the end. Towards when he was getting when he got to Adango. Right? From Adango to 147, stopped 12 people in a row. So you know what that's telling you? That's telling you that every weight class he goes to, he's going to punch harder and harder. It's going to increase in power. It's going to increase in power because of the weight. So you think about it. 2 more weight class. About what? Like 14 pounds? A difference of 14 pounds. He's going to hit like a heavyweight when he gets to 168. His power going to be heavyweight power when he hits Canelo. I know people going to be like, listen to me. It's going to hit really hard. You know what I'm saying? Remember, this is 168. This ain't the heavyweight division. Like, you know what I'm saying? His power is he's gonna hit hard with the extra 14 pounds on that frame. Like, you know what I'm saying? Canelo power died. Canelo power died as he went up. His power died. Why you think it's at 60? Remember, you start your career with your power at 100%. Right? He's at 63. He's at 63. Barely knocked people out. He usually goes to a decision. That's another problem with Canelo. Crawford's going to block most of his punches, too. He's a very good counter puncher, too. He's a better counter puncher than Canelo. He's a better counter puncher than Canelo. Canelo's in trouble. He gets in front of Crawford. I take Crawford to knock out Canelo, guaranteed. And I'm going to claim that win right now. I'm going to claim that win. That fight's supposed to happen either the end of the year or next year. Remember, I told you that. Like, y'all Canelo people could come in here. I'm going to just stomp you out in those comments. Canelo's not Superman. He has a lot of weaknesses in front of him. You know what I'm saying? When you put the right fighter in front of him, he's going to expose that weakness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Canelo can't win that fight. It's only a fight prediction. I'm not saying he can't win that fight. But he has to stop Crawford early to have a chance. Because when Crawford is fighting you, he adjusts while he's fighting you. He's the only boxer in boxing that adjusts while he's fighting you. He adjusts while he's fighting you. That's how dangerous he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody doing adjustments while they fighting you and exchanging punches with you. That you don't want that. That's a disadvantage. Believe it or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's reading you. He's reading what you're doing. And that's why he's doing those adjustments so fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you understand? He does it on the fly throughout the whole fight. He really don't listen to his corner. He tells them, look, don't worry about it. I got this. I know what I need to do. That's what he tells them. And goes in there and he executes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Crawford is Superman. I'm not saying Crawford is Superman, but he has more on the table than Canelo. Remember, he's coming in there, the real champion. He's coming in there, the real champion. 2-time undisputed. Canelo's 1-time undisputed. So guess what? When that fight happens, that fight's going to be fighting in it's going to go in a higher level than Canelo is used to fighting in. If anybody understands. It's different levels, right? That's what y'all say. It's different levels. Well, Canelo's coming in undisputed. Crawford's coming in 2-time undisputed. Coming in 2-time undisputed. So his fighting is going to be in a higher level than Canelo. Because Canelo's not used to fighting a 2-time undisputed champion. This will be the first time in his life. Now, if he beats Terrence Crawford, that will be a spectacular win because he will be the only fighter in history, the whole entire boxing, to beat an undisputed champion. That on your record, beating a 2-time undisputed champion will give you so much credibility. It's not funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? And with Crawford, if he beats Canelo, he's going to be up there too. They both will rock it, whoever wins. Whoever wins, they're going to rock it, like rock it. Compared to Canelo fighting David, and they're only fighting for undisputed. Like, you know what I'm saying? If anybody understand. Because Canelo still got his belt. You know what I'm saying? He still got all his belts. Because he has options. He has options to keep that belt. You understand? And he does have a good, how you call that? He got the right people around him as well. They pointed that out. Look, listen, you could do this. You know what I'm saying? And then you just step aside money to this dude and you fight somebody with a better name. You get a better name in front of you. You get a better check. You got options, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Crawford too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So right now, what I'm waiting for is to see Crawford, what he does in this fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as power. He stops this guy. I see him winning a lot of fights with that power. Going up. His power is getting more and more as he go up. This is fact. Y'all can't come in here and tell me anything different. You research it, you're going to see it's true. Stop 12 people in a row. Canelo didn't do that. Let's just be for real. That's why he's a 2-time undisputed champion and Canelo's a 1-time undisputed champion. We're going with facts. This is facts. Like, you know what I'm saying? I take Crawford to stop Canelo. It's going to stop Canelo late. It's going to stop him late because Canelo gasses out in fights. He gasses out. So the only thing Crawford needs to do is make him fight at a pace that he's not used to fighting and get him tired and then knock his ass out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Crawford has the power to do it. You got to understand that. Only 3 pounds of pressure. Only 3 pounds of pressure it takes to put you on a flat line. On that floor, you'll be fucking snoring. People will hear you snoring on that floor. Only 3 pounds. That's all it takes. Crawford hits him, and he hits him on that button. He's going to be sleeping on that floor. And the same thing's going to happen to Crawford if Canelo catches him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Understand that. Like, you know? But the one that has the leverage here is Terrence Crawford. Canelo only got 2 leverages. He's already at 168, right? And then Crawford has to go all the way up there, which he's fighting the smaller fighter. Those are the only 2 advantages he has. Really look at it. I already broke it. I could break it up more, but I don't want to go too far. Oh, I did it all in 18 minutes, which is good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be longer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Remember, Crawford got longer reach. He got 71 reach. Canelo has 69. So Canelo doesn't have the power, he doesn't have reach, and he doesn't have no height over Crawford. That sounds to me like a matchup. Like, what y'all gonna come and tell me? Look at Crawford's shit. Look at Canelo's shit. Crawford's gonna have more than him. So how does that fight doesn't make sense? Right? When Canelo fought Jamel, it made sense for everybody. Well, guess what? A lot of people don't know that when Jamel fought him, he wasn't undisputed when he fought Canelo in that fight. They took one of his belts. Tim Tszyu had the WBO. They took that from him. He wasn't undisputed champion when he fought Canelo. If he fights Terrence Crawford, he fights an undisputed champion. And he did fight an undisputed champion, but I'm talking about he didn't have that WBO when they fought. Like, you know what I'm saying? Understand what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So I gave y'all the fight prediction. Y'all welcome. And I believe you should bet heavy. Bet heavy. Go for it. Go for it. Bet heavy. Bet all your money. And I guarantee you, boxing know-it-all is going to put you in the promised land. You're going to the promised land. Remember, I told you that. Don't forget to subscribe.